right, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Hand Drum Quartet. That was beautiful.
You see Lily.
Also, thank you, Bree and Flo, for jumping in there, and everybody else who had an instrument. Y'all did so well. All right, so up next we have a poet by the name of Cleety. They make wonderful poetry and also have a podcast that they can tell you a little bit more about that you should check out. So let's go ahead and give them a warm welcome to the stage.
Okay, ladies.
Hello, everyone.
Yo, that shit was sexy. You welcome.
Hello, everyone. I want to thank y'all so much for being here, first of all. My name is Cleety and I want to start by saying thank you so much to the Backyard Show series for having me. It is always a pleasure.
Kimmy?
And I especially want to remind everyone that we are here for the mutual aid group Las Madres del Parque, and I'm so grateful to be alongside such talented artists. Also, make sure to check out the vendors. Every single one of them pours so much time, energy, and love into what they do. Please purchase from and share with local artists because the art scene needs every single one of us to grow. This is my second performance back. I hoped to have an album out at this point and be performing that by this point, but we'll talk more about that in a second. For right now, I just want to share my 3 poems that I'm going to be exploring today. I have been going through a couple of things recently, and this has been the manifestations of those thoughts. And it's about community, so I was like, what better space to do it than a community space? My first poem is titled, What Do We Owe Each Other? The second is called Clarity. And the third and final poem is titled, Balancing Act. Like all of my performances containing poetry, I simply gift these moments to you. So this is my first and only time that these poems will be recited live in front of an audience. And you guys can take videos, but yeah, this is for y'all, for the ones who show up. Yeah, I think this is such a beautiful occasion to be here tonight with y'all, and I hope you guys gain something from this little multi-part story. So let's begin. What do we owe each other? My friends move from home to home, different houses, apartments, shacks. In the days they relocate, there are plenty of multitudes of personalities we choose to keep intact. My days are numbered and I shift around. I can tell you the truth, my mind isn't always so sound. And yet I know the choices I make are limited as well. The option of happiness right in front of my face, yet sometimes I choose to stand alone in solitude asking for grace. My people now, the community I've chosen, always want to see me rise. The ones who give and give and give, we all gain these prizes. I know now what my energy can do. So you may want to sit there alone. Do not get angered, my friend, if I want to drag you up out of your haze, into my arms, look at you, gaze, say, you are beautiful, my angel. You are always enough. You have been everything positive, and the universe trusts us to love. I owe you everything. I owe you my life. I owe you all, strangers and family. I owe it all to you. Clarity. Sorry, I'm just thinking about how it starts.
Woo, I got this.
Dig down deep within and trust. I'm still learning the push of the tide inside of me as my gut heals. I have ebbed and flowed for so long, floating at the top of the waves, while the undercurrents wants to drag me in. I know what is right inside. Sometimes people are nice, and sometimes they can act out of character. You are allowed to discern the difference. Choose what chooses you. We are human. We are able to shift what is within, make choices which determine our fate. And what gives? Who cares if we believe differently? Follow the intuition. Listen to your soul. It sounds so easy, and it should be. It's a muscle you deserve to practice, a skill you earn and can return to. When someone who should be your friend pushes your buttons and isn't careful with your emotions, you're allowed to leave. You're allowed to grieve and move on. Maybe we're growing apart. These thoughts trouble me and riddle me from within. When I want to be unconditionally loving, but at what cost? At not listening to my intuition and people pleasing? The cost is abandoning yourself. And my last poem, Balancing Act. Let's talk about the people I choose to keep around. When I have a problem, they get curious and ask questions, even when it is difficult. And we may have difficulty considering our own boundaries, but we always come back to center. The gravitational forces pulling us together like the planetary fields, never forced, never getting in each other's way, just dancing with one another. Sometimes I have kept friends who are abrasive. Lovers, people, coworkers, teachers, you name it. I choose to speak up for myself these days. You will not bully me to my face and expect me not to say, "Why are you being so mean to me?" I speak up for myself, for the version of myself who did not speak up. I speak up for myself, for the people who feel like they can't. I am extremely curious. Sometimes I am too curious for my own good. In those curiosities, I notice sometimes that people won't give and give and give. They may give and take, or take and take and take. I'm not sorry. I prefer the givers. You will not be trusted with my nervous system if you make me nervous. Yes, I understand that we all need to give and take sometimes, but even on the worst days, the givers still say they love you. Thank you so much, everyone, again, for holding space with me tonight. I need to reiterate how meaningful and how much of a privilege this is to share these moments with you guys. I hold the responsibility of performing with respect. So I also want to say that this would not be possible without any of y'all showing up. So thank you guys for being here. And I hope that you guys can see the cycles that I hope that we can change in community, and that we can do that together and witness the rituals changing in our hands. And, you know, one day, nay, one thing at a time, things will be better. And last but certainly not least, I again want to remind y'all that I'm working on my first album, and I'm sure y'all are curious, so I'm just gonna share the genre. Is an indie rap experimental concept, and it has been in production, but I hope to have it out by this month and be solely performing music at this point, but that's gonna take some time and it will happen. And I also want to share about my podcast. Thank you, Lily, for mentioning that. Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can search up Poetry on the Patio with Pleiades. I've got my 10th episode out recently, which was just super awesome. And I'm gonna have interviews soon, and I also post every single Monday. So you can look forward to something good on your Monday. But yeah, other than that, I hope you'll have a great night and enjoy the rest of the performances.
Oh.